everyone, it's Sarah here from Peaceful Pensieve. I just wanted to do a bit of a video for you all just to update you on my 2020 setup. I know I haven't done a video on here for a while. We've been getting our kitchen redone and everything. It's just been manic, so I feel like I've got a bit more time now, which is great. So yeah, so thank you again, as I always say, thanks to all my subscribers, all my followers on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram in the comments below. It's just so appreciated. Yeah, the plan community is so supportive and lovely, so that's really nice. So I will start probably with my strategy that I've set up and show you my setup, and then I'm moving in from my gold A6 Appunto, this is Gillio, into this lovely Aubergine that came today, so it's very exciting. So yeah, I'll show you my strategy setup first, and then I'll move on to kind of moving into my planner afterwards. So I've got this Delphonics pouch from Amazon. Absolutely love it. It's got so many pockets and everything, and I'm going to start collecting pins to put on the front, so there's loads in the back as well. Got my stickers and things, and I keep kind of my planner stuff in here. It's just so much easier. So I've been keeping my 2020 blank strategy in here and setting it up. I've got some pens, some stickers. This is my scrapbook as well. So yeah. So there's probably a couple of bits I haven't finished quite in here, but you'll kind of get the idea for what I'm doing. So I'm bullet journaling again this year. Again, I haven't completed my index, but this will basically be each thing, each collection. So it might say January, and then I have the page number. So they're all numbered, and then I can just flip to my index and kind of find things quite easily. So that's kind of what that's for. Just going to move the camera slightly away from got the roof light on the screen, sorry about that. Yeah, so that's the index, and then I've just got a couple of pages for that. I've got my key, so it kind of says what I use each thing for. So I've got task, event, note, task complete, task migrated, task scheduled, priority or urgent, inspiration. Then if I want to journal about it, so I make a note, I can just put a line through it to know that I need to journal about it. So yeah, let's start 2020. So I've got my January to start off with. So I've just done my calendar like this. So I just have 1, 2, 3, the dates down here, and then the days, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I find that works for me. I know some people do a line underneath their Saturday and Sunday, which I was doing just to mark off the weeks. So I might do that. But yeah, and then I'll put my goals for that month or to-dos for that month at the bottom there. So that's how I'm kind of setting that out. And then I've got a January brain dump and a January expenses tracker. So last year I just had my calendar, and then I had so I had January and then February, March, but I've wanted to keep a brain dump and an expenses tracker kind of together with that month, because I've been doing that kind of consistently now for maybe 3-4 months, and it's been so useful. So I've got those together for each of my months. So February, so it goes all the way through obviously to December. Yeah, so then I've got a list of books to read. So when people recommend books to me, I can write them down there. I've got a book log. So this year I was trying to read 40 books in 2019. I'm actually on the 40th one, so I've got until tonight, as it's New Year's Eve, to finish. So I'm hoping I do that. And then I'll probably set myself another challenge next year. So I've got a book log to write down kind of what I've read. My routines, so things I need to do daily, monthly and yearly. So I've got here, I need to check my monthly log, my monthly tasks. So that is where I showed you my monthly goals. So my monthly log and my monthly tasks. So to check those, migrate or schedule any daily or any monthly tasks, so I can migrate those to the next month, or anything on the day I can migrate. reflection. Oh, sorry, I've got myself confused. This is my daily. So yeah, check my monthly log, so I see what I'm doing. Check my monthly tasks, see if I can do any of those. Migrate and schedule my daily tasks, so I write down my tasks each day so I can migrate those over. Daily reflection, so I've not been so good at doing that. I want to do that more. And fill out kind of my gratitude log again. I want to try and keep that up this year. Then my monthly, so check kind of future log, check important dates, which is here, check my birthdays, migrate my monthly tasks, so I'd move those into kind of February or whatever, and then a year review. So I've got important dates here, so this is like MOT, cats vaccinations, house insurance, those kind of things, so they're kind of for the year. My gratitude or wins log, which as I said I want to fill out more regularly. Got a to buy, a weight log, I want to get healthier, eat healthier, do more exercise, etc. So I'm going to kind of track that. My birthday spread, so this is really good. So you can just look at January and you can see kind of what birthdays you've got in January, February, March, April, etc. So this is kind of how I set out my birthdays, and this is something I check monthly, so I know I can then put birthdays in the year. So every month at the beginning of the month I'll be like, right, who's in January, and then I'll write them down, and then I can put on my like daily to-do list, buy a present for so-and-so or a card or whatever. Then I've got my meal ideas, so I want to kind of think of some more meals because we tend to eat the same thing all the time, so I want to like get some more recipes, get a bit of inspiration, and then write things down that I've enjoyed once I've eaten them. And then tapas, I always think it's handy to keep an idea of this because sometimes when people come around we have tapas, and it's just reminding myself of what I've done before that's been nice, and so I can just add to that. Home improvements, so things we want to do to the house, dates to remember. This is mainly car stuff. When you kind of redo MOT and stuff, it's dates that I need to put in, or say if it's the house insurance, things I need to remember, that kind of thing. TV series to watch, things to buy for the house. So I've got my to buy list for like myself, but I've also got some things that I want to buy for the house. So I've just separated that out so it doesn't get lost. As I said, I'm going to be collecting pins to put on my pencil case, carry case. So I've just got some shops written down. I'm going to keep adding to those as I find kind of good pin shops. We've got a snagging list. So our extension, they always say the little bits will pop up. So just kind of write them down as you go along. So I've kept that list as well. And that's it so far. So I need to add all of these to my index. So I'm going to put them all down with the page number. So for example, I've got my key on page 1. So I'll just have a quick look at my other one. So this is my previous index. So as you can see, key 1, I've set it out like that. So I'm going to do the same this year because it worked really well for me last time. So key is page 1. And then, so I've got 2020 there, so I'll put January, probably we'll put January page 3 to 6, because I might just include my expenses tracker as my general January thing. So obviously here you can see I've got like July 3 to 4, because it was just like July. So I'll probably do January but for longer, but know that it includes my expenses tracker. So January, page does this start on? So it starts on page 3 and finishes on page 6. And the good thing about this is, say if you had like your book log that you write down, it's on a certain page, and then because you've filled it up, you need to go onto another page, you can just put a comma in the page afterwards. So for example here, I've got book log, so I had it on page 16 and then I filled it up, so then I added another page, so you can just put a comma in the page afterwards. So it's really handy for like future as well, which is really good. So I'm going to go through and do all of those. Obviously I won't do them all on video and bore you. But yeah, I need to go through that. But I'm excited. It's nice I just love starting a new book as well for the new year. So I ended on page, this has got so many pages. It's this is an Anami Cafe notebook. So it's got way more pages than the Nostalgia. Yeah, so I've got to like 251. But I might still probably use these just for kind of like scribble note pages. So we've got stuff still going on with the extension. So I'll probably use them up. But I just really felt like I wanted to start a new notebook. 2020, and this is a bit thinner, so I think it might be a bit lighter and stuff as well, which is good. So yeah, now I'll show you how I would set up in my beautiful Aubergine. So just zoom out ever so slightly. So I've got this lovely pink pen. I haven't decided if I'm going to use this one or my silver one yet, but it's so cute. I really wanted a pink pen, so I'm so glad that this was the one that came with it. So I got this from Melanie, who's Melon Plans on Facebook. So yeah, and she bought it. It was new, so very exciting. So yeah, first thing to do will be to pop in the notebook. So you always get with Gillios, you get these bookmarks as well. This is the brand, Appunto. And so now, because what I normally do is I put one bookmark in my monthly, so like I'd put a bookmark in January and then one in my daily, and then I kind of was losing track of my expenses tracker and things, so I was putting like clips in, but now because they're all together I can obviously just put the bookmark there and then it's only on the next page, so that was kind of another reason why I did it like that. So you just slide the cover in. Some people I think slide it in the front, but I always just slide it in the back. I don't know what you're supposed to do, but that's how I like to do it. And then put my first bookmark on January, and I'll put this other one at the end because it'll be where my daily pages are starting. Okay, so that's kind of what it looks like in the planner. And then it gets really much more bulky now because I start putting things in the pockets. So I'm just gonna make sure zip this down. So I put my most used cards up here. So I'm just gonna do that off screen because obviously it's got my card details in and stuff. So I'll just pop those in. So I have 4 different cards. And then what I always do is I put my most used cards, my bank card, at the top here. And then it means like when I've got this shirt, I can just pull it out the top. So like if I'm in the shop or whatever, I can just pull it out, pay, and then slide it back in. I don't even have to open my planner. So that's really handy. So it's kind of a bit like a wallet as well. But then I also have like a little coin purse where I keep all my other cards, like gift cards or cards for certain shops, that kind of thing. So I'm now going to do this pocket. So I've got some stuff in here. It's a good chance to like get rid of stuff as well. So I was going to do a park run. So I've got all my park run things in here. I haven't actually done one, so I don't think I need to carry those around with me. Some glue dots. These are always really handy to stick stuff down. I've got to save the date for my wedding. That's just kind of a bit of a keepsake. Passport photos and some stamps, which are always super useful. Oh yeah, there's quite a few left in there, so that's good. So I'll just pop these in the front pocket. And then this pocket here. So I have my like post-it notes, and then I've got these. These are from the journal shop, I think, and they're just really handy. So I clip them to the front and reuse them for like my shopping list and things like that with an ollie clip. So yes, these go in here. And then at the back, I have this writing board. This is so useful. So I use this for my ruler on the go, so that's perfect. So I'll just pop that in here. And I don't have anything on this bit at the moment, but in the zipper, sometimes I keep like a spare £5 note or something, but I think I've just got some like page flags, and then I think that's it actually. Yeah, just some page flags, so I'll just pop them in. Like the top ones I've got all scrumpled up, so I'll just take those off, pop them in there. And then I've got the big back pocket, so I have lots of stuff in here. So I've got, these are so good. So I've got these pouches from, these are from Plan a Life to Love on Instagram. So it's Plan a Life and then the number 2 and then love. So I've got one for my stickers, my kind of most used stickers, and then one for receipts that I need to keep. So these are so handy. So these go in the back pocket. And then I've got some other things like important letters and stuff like that. Oh, that's something that I need to do. So that's been with me. Yeah, so I've got some letters and stuff to just put at the back. So just put those in. Once you start like using them more, they become obviously mould around to what you've got, so it becomes easier to take stuff in and out. Oh, it's getting chunky. So yeah. Ooh. So yeah, and then I'll have like a pen in here. So I have the pen that I write with and also a highlighter, because I like to highlight my daily tasks. So I just need to get a pen loop. I think I've got one upstairs somewhere for this to stick on, and then it'll be all set up. So yeah, that's my 2020 setup. It'd be great to hear from you guys like what you're planning on doing for your 2020 setup. What planner you're using, what method you're using. Are you doing bullet journaling? Are you doing rings? Like what kind of thing you're doing? I just find that bullet journaling works so well for me. But different things obviously work for different people. So yeah, I'll probably put some little decoration in this pocket as well. I had this in that pocket. I might put something different in here. So yeah, any questions or anything, just comment below. Feel free to message me on Instagram anytime. It's Peaceful Pensy, but I'll pop that below as well. And if you like my video, please subscribe. And have a lovely 2020. Everybody, Happy New Year for later.